everyone, here is another one of our fun holiday Heygo reruns. This time, wait, I have a question. What do you think of when you think of Christmas in New York?
Oh, the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center and the Rockettes is right up top of my head.
What if I said Wall Street to you? You might be surprised. Downtown Manhattan and the Wall Street area is filled with fun holiday decorations, including the Oculus, which is the only time I think we went inside the Oculus.
Think so.
Is on this tour. So we hope you enjoy this holiday tour from December of 2022.
No. Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to New York. We're glad you're with us.
Yeah, you're in New York City. New York City. Have you ever seen the movie with Bette Midler and Lily Tomlin where they play the twins?
Big Business?
Big Business.
Yeah.
New York City.
Totally. Love that movie. Welcome, everybody, for those of you joining. If you don't know us, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Patrick, and we're really happy you're here.
Yeah.
It's a cool, cool night, but we're excited to be out and about.
Yeah.
On a nice, clear evening.
About 1 degree Celsius, 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Chilly.
Yeah.
But
a little chilly.
we're going to be, well, I was going to say inside and out. We're going to be mainly outside, a little bit of inside on tonight's tour.
A little bit chillier, but
yeah.
It's good. Thank you, Sharon. You know what? These were made by a lovely Heygo Voyager named Linda B.
Yeah.
Sometimes she joins our tours. We haven't seen her for a while, but she knitted these. She made these herself.
And you know what I have to say about that? Linda be talented.
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone.
Matthew Michael said 55.
50.
That sounds
Jealous.
lovely. That's like a heavy hoodie or a light jacket. Yeah. John read Charles Dickens and gave you a huge... Aw.
Oh, that's nice.
Yay. Well, thanks, John. Hi, Annie in Queens. We both lived in Queens
Hi,
at
Carol.
one point. I was in Astoria. He was in Long Island City.
That was before we knew each other. Queen Earl, it's my...
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Queen Ariel, to you and your twin sister.
That is exciting.
Twinsies. Birthday twins.
Twins run in my family as well. Hi, Judith. Oh, yeah, you know it's cold.
I have some twins in my family as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, no. Look who's here.
I see.
Oh, no.
I see who has joined. Who is a night owl in Budapest, I'm guessing. Up very late there.
Hi, Peter. And Sharon says, my son says the green hat is his favorite.
Oh, nice.
Well, Patrick went with blue because it matches his eyes. I have brown eyes, so green kind of goes a little bit better with that.
Yeah, she left it up to
Hi,
us
Heather.
to decide.
Yeah. Lots of happy birthday wishes. Adam says, ho, ho, ho.
Aw.
Yay. Carol Sue says, hope you had a marvelous weekend. We did. My cousin was here, who coincidentally her mother, who is no longer with us. She's been gone for quite some time. But her mother and my dad were twins. And then I have twins, a twin nephew and niece. Yeah, so my cousin was here with her best friend, and who we love, both the cousin and the best friend. They are a hoot and so much fun.
Oh, we laughed a lot this weekend, on their visit. And they ran the half marathon.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
So we just cheered.
Yeah, we did not.
We took our hot coffee into Central Park and cheered, and it was really fun. Jill, how was Radio City yesterday?
Jill, thanks for thinking of that. We went to the Radio City Christmas show yesterday. Boy, that is such a fun, infectiously happy show. We love it. We try to go every year.
Yeah.
Yes, Matthew and Michael are saying hello to Adam. Adam is such a special Heygo guide. He guides. For those of you who may not know Adam, I'm sure most of you do, but if you haven't taken Adam's tours in Budapest, treat yourself and go. He sets up the most beautiful postcard pictures. We lovingly I think we coined Adam's long shot the Adam shot, and we got that from him.
I think we're going to have an Adam shot almost right out of the gate on tonight's tour.
Yes, I think we will.
I'm so sorry. I'm watching a delivery guy. Patrick probably can't see him because there's a car in our way across the street throwing packages out of the
Merry
van.
Christmas. Here's
Like,
your Christmas package.
Someone's Christmas present is going to be
Destroyed.
broken. I'm like, this poor, but it doesn't have a name on the
Lorraine.
truck, so I don't know. I don't know who it is. If Adam worked in New York, it would be Adam's Apple. Hey-o. I like that. That's a good one.
That's good. That is good.
Sorry, my glove is giving me
He
problems.
said he isn't doing a lot of tours because no tipping. Oh.
Hi, Linda. This bench is wobbly too. We already moved benches once because the first one we were on was wobbly.
You want to move over to that one?
And no, I'm okay.
Okay.
Might as well stay here. We're planted. I thought that was a package falling again. I'm so sorry. By the way, we're 4 minutes away from starting tonight's tour. We're just saying hello to everybody tuning in. And if you are new to us, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Patrick, and we're glad you're here. And we're really glad that Adam from Budapest is here. That always makes us like
we're like, we have to be good.
We straighten up a little bit when Adam's here.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, Adam's here.
We're like, we can't fool around. Also, we should say, if you are new to us, please let us know in the chat if you're new so we can say a proper hello.
And in honor of Queen Ariel's birthday, we have this little song, and it goes like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Queen Ariel.
And your twin sister,
Rachel,
happy birthday to you.
We really mean it.
It's your birthday, your royalty.
Happy birthday, Queen
Yay.
Ariel. We hope you are having the most fantastic day and that you're eating lots of cake.
A lovely cake.
And, I don't know.
Because what is the point of birthdays? other than cake?
Well, I guess to celebrate the day you were born.
Well, yeah, just give me cake.
Yeah. Oh, I will eat cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Bernadette just followed us. Bernadette, you're in trouble. You're in trouble now.
You're in for it now, Bernadette. Oh,
but
boy.
thank you. That's very
Buckle
kind of you
up.
for following us. And listen, we should also say, Bernadette, if at the end of the tour you decide you don't like us, you can unfollow us and we won't know. It's totally fine.
Oh, pie. Yeah, I'll take a pie.
Yeah.
I go classic.
Louise, you live for cake. Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Juliana's on, one of our fellow
Julianne
Heygo guides.
from Germany. Oh, what terrific tours Julianne gives. Treat yourself and join Julianne.
Mimi asked what? Oh gosh, what's my favorite cake? Well, there's a place here in New York called Amy's Bread. They make a black and white cake, which is like a chocolate cake with a white frosting that I love. Patrick makes me a lemon cake every year for my birthday that I love.
That's a solid cake.
Pie cake. We did get pie cake in one year for Thanksgiving. And for those of you that don't know what pie cake is, it was a pie. Wait, I'm messing that. It was apple pie, spiced cake, and pecan pie. No,
Maybe.
pumpkin pie. Now I'm messing it all up.
And as much as I love all of those things, I don't think I want them all in one.
No, we decided it was too much.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah, we did a pie cake and a turducken.
Pie inside a cake inside a pie.
And I think ours was apple pie with a spice cake with a pumpkin pie.
I mean, if you put a scoop of ice cream on top of it all, sure.
Yeah. We're a minute away from starting. Lynn says, you have forgotten Illinois. Not sure what you mean,
We
Lynn.
have forgotten Illinois.
I never forget my home state.
We have forgotten. I hope not.
Thanks, Leslie. These are
Thanks.
from Linda B., one of our Heygo viewers. We've worn them a couple of times. She made them for us last year to keep our poor heads warm as we're out and about.
Hi, Marlene. Well, hey, ice cream makes everything better. It does.
Couldn't agree more.
It really does.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, and you can see a great logo.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the Illinois chat was between a couple people.
Oh, sorry. Gotcha. Okay.
I got it now. Yeah.
We just
Bruce,
we horned in on your conversation. Sorry.
Bruce, it is 1 degree Celsius, 33 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a little chilly today. On the QM2, you have cakes on the QM. Oh my goodness, that's fun. That is totally fun. Yeah, it's a little chilly.
It's a little chilly, but you know.
Once we get moving, honestly, once the tour starts, we forget what the weather's like anyway.
Yeah. Unless it's bitter cold.
Yeah, or like
not.
raining in our face.
Yeah.
Then we, oh my goodness, it's go time. Welcome everybody. Our light has turned green. It's time to get started here in, as Lindsay said, I love the ice cream reviews of the Little Debbie ice creams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. for the most part, not as good as you want them to
Yeah.
be. Just have the snack cake. But anyway, that aside, welcome everybody. If you're new to us, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Patrick.
And we're happy you're with us here in downtown Manhattan. It is 5:45 p.m. It's about 1 degree Celsius, about 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Chilly, a little bit breezy, but a clear, beautiful night. So we'll have some nice views as we make our way along here in downtown Manhattan. This is a live tour. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask us as we make our way along. For those of you that have joined us on our Financial District 9/11 World Trade Center tour before, which we've done quite a bit. If you've been on that before, this will be fun for you because we're doing a chunk of that tour in reverse. So you'll get to see some new views, but a lot of holiday lights in the process as well. Thanks, Marlene.
We'll be walking forward, not in reverse.
You can walk forward. I'm going to do it in reverse.
Okay.
And I'm going to say everything in reverse, too.
All right.
That
That's weird.
was
Anyway,
Here We Go in reverse.
Okay. Also, Tracy said you don't have Little Debbie's in Canada anymore.
Oh, no.
That is potentially the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, no.
That makes me incredibly sad.
For those that don't know what Little Debbie's are, it's a snack cake.
Yeah. If we next time we go to Canada, we're going to stash some in our bags.
Yeah, exactly.
For those of you that don't know this, and I know most of you do, you can take pictures on this tour. Click that center button anytime you see something you like. That'll be saved in your Heygo profile.
Finally, if you're having any technical issues, if you're watching on your computer screen, you can click the 3 dots at the top of your screen to get some support from the Heygo team. I'm not totally sure what it is on the app to get the support. We're going to have to do that. We always watch on our computer,
right.
so we're not good with watching on the app. Oh, thanks, Heather. Also, if you enjoy what you're watching, you can... Oh, sorry. We're sitting in front of a car and somebody's getting in. You can follow us if you've enjoyed what you're watching and see more of our stuff. Our signal should be pretty strong tonight. We've been down here a few times to run this route, and everything seems to be... Twice, actually. Seems to be right as rain, but hopefully everything is good to go. I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah, let's get going.
Let's get going. Let's show off some holiday lights down here in downtown Manhattan. We're starting right here at the corner of Broad and Exchange Street. We're going to go out in the street because, why? We can. This car just pulled away from us, so we're pretty much good to go. So we're going to walk right over to be in front of the New York Stock Exchange. The red and green lights you're seeing on the left, those are the column of the New York Stock Exchange right there, and the tree right in the middle is the tree they put up for the Stock Exchange. We're going to be doing... Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Linda, we're wearing your hats. Thank you for these.
Da-dun-dun,
We love them.
da-dun-dun. Keeping our heads warm. Oh, yes, they are. Thanks, Linda. So, we'll definitely be back here doing this tour next year. Why? Because next year is the 100th anniversary of this tree. This year is the 99th anniversary of this tree. It's been a tradition to have a tree here in front of the New York Stock Exchange since the very first national tree lighting as well, when President Coolidge did that in D.C. in 1923. This one is a 78-foot pine tree. And again, those red and green columns you're seeing right behind it. Yeah, Linda, somebody says you're so talented. And Linda, before you tuned in, you had a lot of love. A lot of people were saying, so talented, Linda. But this tree is, again, 78 feet tall. And they do put one here every year. They do change the decor of it. It's been red, white, and blue before. This one, of course, it's all colored. And it's got, oh, sorry, little dog playing catch below us. Playing Frisbee. That's fun. And it's just iconic and beautiful. And we will give you a couple shots of it as we make our way around. We'll show it from the other angle as well. And we'll talk about the facade of the New York Stock Exchange. So again, since 1923. Now, the reason that the first national tree lighting happened in 1923 was actually to promote the use of electricity and electric Christmas lights as a safe alternative to candles on trees. So up until that time, folks were still putting candles on trees. And, well, we can all guess that was not terribly safe. Now, they also do a fantastic thing here. They celebrate, all the holidays at this season down here at the New York Stock Exchange. So at the base of the tree, you're going to see the Kwanzaa candles here, an annual celebration of the African-American culture from December 26th to January 1st, which culminates in the big communal feast called Karamu, usually on the 6th day. So you can see those right there. Now, one thing we love about this tree...
the one big difference between this tree and the Rockefeller Center tree, you can walk right up to this tree and right under it. So we can sort of see the underbelly of this of the tree down here, which is really cool. So, we can look right up in the center of it, and you can see the added branches that they... I'm going to zoom in a little bit because... You
There,
can see
you can
right
see 'em.
there. They've added branches
Tethered them into there.
to fill this tree out.
Yeah.
So those, clearly are not attached right there. But
Lynn, this is about a 40-minute tour tonight. And Louise said, mentioned they have ornaments. And yes, let's try and see if we can zoom in on an ornament.
Yeah.
Because, watch out, landmine ahead.
Oh.
There's a puppy ahead of us who had a little accident. If we can zoom in on an ornament, you'll see it might not show up, but it says NYSE on it, or New York Stock Exchange. Oh, you can see a little bit of it there. Yeah, agreed, Sophia. And of course, we'll give you a view of it from afar as well.
We'll back up and we'll give you a long shot too, an atom shot, as we lovingly say.
And on this side, you'll see that they also have a menorah, of course, which celebrates Hanukkah. Reaffirms the ideals of Judaism, commemorates in particular the rededication of the Second Temple of Jerusalem by the lighting of candles on each day. This year, December 18th through the 26th. So they have the Kwanzaa candles on one side and the menorah on the other side. And we'll keep backing up a little bit again to see the 78-foot pine tree. Yeah, okay, we're going to step up here. Yeah. So don't worry, we're going to come back for a good shot of the tree in a second as we get to the end of the block. But we'll, do you want to go?
Well, I'm just going to give them a long shot
one here.
right now.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to turn the camera long ways here, so you can take that picture now.
Christmas tree, how sparkly are your branches?
Oh, I don't think those are the lyrics.
Nope.
But anyway, you can take that picture now and then edit that picture later to be right side up. But this way you can get the whole tree in. So I'm going to go back now. Here we go. Back to
we call it an Adam shot
landscape.
because Adam, who's on the tour tonight, is our guide in Budapest, and he was the first guide on Heygo to start doing those shots that way. So that's why. Don, I actually don't know how many lights are on that one. I tried to do a bunch of research on that tree, and because it's not as popular as the Rockefeller Center tree, they just don't publish as much information on it. So I could ask the tree. How many lights are on you? So this is the New York Stock Exchange that you're seeing right here, the world's largest stock exchange market. This building was built in 1903. It was designed by George B. Post after a design competition. Welcome everybody tuning in. We're going to show you the tree again. Don't worry, you haven't missed it. We'll show the tree at the New York Stock Exchange one more time before we leave this area. But right now we're showing the front of the New York Stock Exchange, the world's largest stock exchange market. This building's in the neoclassic design. Cost about $4 million to design it. I love how they light up the columns there and put the wreaths in between all those columns. And as we scan back up to the top, you're going to see a little bit of the beautiful sculpture at the very tip top there in the pediment, that triangular section. It's this marble sculpture above by John Quincy Adams Ward. And it's called Integrity Protecting the Works of Man. It has trade and mining and agriculture and mechanical production all shown in that sculpture up there. Really beautiful. Karen, put down your wine and pay attention. This is the New York Stock Exchange. For those that had closed the chat, don't worry. Karen said she was pouring some wine and missed what the building was. Do you want to move into the Fearless Girl? Yeah, so we're going to go behind the Fearless Girl statue. Now, again, for those that do this tour with us during the day, this is usually packed with folks, and so it's always trickier to get into the spot. But here at night, we kind of have it to ourselves, at least for a little bit. So we'll show you the statue from the front as well, but let's get this great shot while we're behind. This is called the Fearless Girl statue. This is by Kristen Visbel, and it was established in 2017 in anticipation of the National Women's Day. It was commissioned by a company, an organization known as the State Street Global Advisors, and it's here to promote female empowerment. And it is now a permanent statue, and we'll go around to the front too so you can see the Fearless Girl right here. She was originally placed in front of the charging bull, but has since been moved to here on Broad Street, and she's staring down the New York Stock Exchange, which is just perfect with her hair blowing in the wind back there.
Rachel, welcome to the tour, and happy birthday to you.
Yeah. And there's the Fearless Girl with the tree behind it. Oh, what a great shot. Oh, my goodness. I love that. Know the power of women in leadership. She makes a difference is the statement that goes along with her. And the she is a double reference because she is also the NASDAQ symbol of the State Street Global Advisors. And they really do a lovely job, a nice classic job of decorating the New York Stock Exchange for the holidays. These trees you see right here have quite a few of the organizations on. There's ornaments on them, which it's tough for us to get close enough to see them. But trust us when we say it has some of the NASDAQ organizations on the ornaments in those trees right there, which is pretty cool. And they have them all the way around the corner of the building, which we'll go to as well. And then as we head this way, you'll start to see the Federal Hall building coming into view, which they also light up for the holidays. It's under a little bit of renovation right now, so it's not as opulent as we would normally like it to be. We put in some phone calls and said we were doing our Heygo tour tonight, and we got rejected for that scaffolding to come down, which is really quite rude. But this is the Federal Hall building. The original structure that was here was completed in 1703. That was demolished in 1812, and then this one came up. This one's in this Greek Revival style, and this was the U.S. Customs House for a while. Now it is the Federal Hall National Memorial, and it does have free exhibits in there, open to the public, that are quite terrific, including the Bible that George Washington, you see right there, was sworn in on for his first presidency, because he was sworn in right here at this location, April 30th, 1789, to be the first president of the United States. And happily, they lit that up for us.
Yeah. So before we leave this area, we'll just give one more shot of the tree and the New York Stock Exchange there. Just so beautiful.
For those joining in, we are down here on Broad Street showing off the facade of the New York Stock Exchange as well as the 78-foot tall pine tree that they put up for the past 99 years. So we're going to have to come next year and celebrate the 100th anniversary of that tree, which will be exciting. All right, so we're going to head up Wall Street right now and make our way up to Trinity Church. Now, Wall Street, a lot of folks think of it as something big and grand. It conjures up a lot of ideas in our brains, but it's actually only 8 blocks long from Broadway to the East River, originally named after a real wall that was built by Dutch settlers to keep out the British forces. But they also used that wall for trading purposes. So it makes perfect sense that this would become the center of trade here in Manhattan because there was always trading here in this area. And there's not a ton of Dutch remnants left down in this area. This is where the Dutch settled. But a lot of names are left over from them, thus Wall Street as well. Oh, there we go, Kelly. No, really just the name. Yeah. Sorry, answering that. Or you're asking, right as I was mentioning as well, here's another entrance to the Stock Exchange. Just love how they lit it up so beautifully and classically.
Oh, yeah. We'll do another long shot here just because they have that nice wreath up there. So there's just a quick long shot for you. If you want to snap that picture with the wreath, then you can, as I said, you can edit that later to be right side up. So there you go.
That's perfect. Love that. Now we're going to turn and you're going to see Trinity Church at the end of Wall Street. And what's really thrilling is this is the first time on this tour we've shown the new stained glass window in Trinity Church and at night. We always do our Lower Manhattan tours during the day. But they have a new stained glass window here that we see at night quite so beautifully. Now the church is in Neo-Gothic style. It's by Richard Upjohn. And this stained glass window is brand new. It was literally just installed this fall, and it was created by renowned British stained glass artist Thomas Denny. And it illustrates both the parable of the talents and the judgment of the nations from the gospel according to Matthew. This is the first new stained glass window installed in Trinity Church in more than a century. And
I'm going to go long again, just FYI. Go long.
Yeah, go long so you can take a postcard if you want and then adjust it so that way you get the steeple in and everything. I love the red colors of it, and I mean, it just shines up so... It's just so beautiful. Yeah, really I hope it's showing up the same on your screen as it is for us, but that color of red is so deep and just... it's... Oh, I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Hopefully you can hear the bells chiming above us. So they're doing a huge restoration project here at Trinity Church. We're going to wait for the light and cross over, by the way, to get a little closer. But that That restoration project just started in May and it'll continue for a while. The original stained glass window, here's the deal, Sharon. I literally said to Patrick on the way here, I said, someone's going to ask me what happened to the original stained glass window. And the truth is, I don't know. I have tried to find out. What I will tell you is the original stained glass window was not nearly as opulent as this. It was sort of that classic leaded glass diamond pattern that we all kind of can picture, those classic, just simple stained glass windows. Sort of like what you would see in a tavern almost, I hate to say, but with kind of light blue and light purple colors. Do you want to show the stained glass window from below?
Yeah.
Before we head up, we'll show one more shot of that stained glass window. Now that we're across the street, those colors can maybe come into view a little bit more. So Sharon, I wish I had the exact answer. I've tried to figure it out because we were going to buy it. We said we'll buy it.
Cut to guess what's under the Christmas tree.
Wait, oh my, look at this building. When we tested this tour, it was all white. And we said, you know what, they should make that building red and green for Christmas.
Maybe they heard us.
Maybe they did.
New York City hears us.
Yeah, they listen to us while we're testing. And this is just one of the financial buildings that's down here. But I'm so happy that they put that up. Tina, it was just installed this fall. So it's only been in for about 2 months. Yeah, that new stained glass window, really quite cool. Now, the beautiful greenery that's going to come into view as we make our way along here is all along the Trinity Church cemetery. Couldn't come up with the word cemetery, my goodness. And which has quite a few very popular folks buried in it. Probably the most popular is Alexander Hamilton. But as we make our way along, you'll start to see a spire at the end of this walk. You can see it in the shot right now, right there in the middle. And that's the Soldiers' Monument, or the Memorial for the Unknown Revolutionary War Heroes. It's one of the largest monuments in the cemetery. And it was erected in memory of those great and good men who died in the prisoner of war camps in New York during the Revolutionary War. So that's what that is. Want to do a shot back?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Before we leave this area, we'll give you another shot of Trinity Church with some of the greenery there. It's really beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Oh, just stunning.
It is a beautiful church.
It really is.
Wow.
Again, that's known as Trinity Church, and it was completed in 1846. It's an Episcopal church. Oh, look, and all the buildings lighting.
Oh.
Yay!
Wow, they're putting on a show.
Do you think that they hire people to go inside each window and flick the light switch on and off?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yep,
6,
six-
7, 8. I'm on 2 and 8.
Exactly. Oh, I love that. Trinity Church, by the way, was the tallest building in the United States until 1869, believe it or not. Didn't hold the record for too long. So we're walking up. Janet, you were seeing the Episcopal flag. That's what you were seeing, Janet. The flag for the Episcopal Church, which looks somewhat similar, but you were seeing the Episcopal. I can't talk. Episcopal flag. Yeah.
Aaron put the wrong teeth in today.
I did. Oh,
So
my.
We'll get through.
Yeah,
That is so cool.
That's really beautiful.
I'm going to get one more long shot here just so you know it's coming.
Turning the camera.
There we go.
So again, what you're seeing right here, this monument is the Soldiers' Monument, or the Memorial for the Unknown Revolutionary War Heroes. Really quite beautiful. And it matches the church as well quite splendidly.
Yeah. I'm trying to get without the building behind it. There we go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, nice. With the beautiful clear sky behind it. We're about 1 degree Celsius, about 33 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. A little chilly, but clear skies, which is lovely.
All right. So shall we move on from here?
We shall. So we're on Broadway right now, and we're headed north on Broadway. And again, some of you have been on this tour when we've been down here during the daytime. We've talked about the Canyon of Heroes before, which is where all the ticker tape parades happen, which originated after a spontaneous celebration for the dedication of the Statue of Liberty in 1886. And we can see some of the granite markers in the pavement right here that show off some of the ticker tapes that have happened down here. The ticker tapes, by the way, when we say ticker tape, it really was like, think of like the tape that comes from like an adding machine. When the parade happened, they threw it out the window, so it streamed out of the window like confetti and came raining down on the streets as the parade was going by. And they still do the same thing, although they do also do confetti for those ticker tape parades as well. And the last one, we took the Heygo Voyagers on. That was not this past summer, the summer before, but for the first responders, which was great fun. I'm sure some of you were on that parade with us. It was a good time. So we just wanted to show out those granite markers if you were noticing those in the pavement and you maybe haven't been on our
They're all along Broadway here. If you walk up Broadway, you'll see all these markers for all the different events and the reasons they had all of the ticker tape parades.
Now we're going to head into Zuccotti Park, which is beautifully lit for us.
Let's show this Mark Severo.
Let's do it.
Cool shot of it.
So again, if you're with us during the day, we normally see this from the other angle, but we're getting to see it from this angle tonight, which is a little bit different, but quite lovely with the lights behind it. So this is by an artist known as Mark Severo, who's based right out of here in New York. Actually, his workshop is in Astoria, Queens, in a park known as Socrates Sculpture Garden, which is really quite a very interesting sculpture garden in Astoria that we enjoy going to. But this is called Joie de Vivre. And or Joy to Life, this piece right here. And the interesting thing about Mark Severo is he uses a crane as his sculpting tool.
You would have to.
Yeah, he was a construction worker for years. So he uses a crane to get those steel beams all around. You know what, Karen? We actually tested Socrates Sculpture Garden. When was that? Last summer?
Yeah.
And we met our friend Branch there in the height of the pandemic because we could safely meet him outside and say hello. And
we did a test there, and the signal was not good.
Yeah. When it gets nicer, maybe we'll go back and see if the signal's
again.
improved out there. But yeah, Sharon, isn't this lovely? So this is Zuccotti Park that we're in right now. And they really, the amount of time it must take to wrap these trees, because these are single strands of lights.
Yeah.
These are not like those big net lights that you sometimes see on bushes. They are single strands. Diane's asking, how long has this park been here? That's a good question. It originally was Liberty Park. I'm not sure when this park was established, to be honest. I honestly don't know.
I don't know if it was before or after the grid plan.
Yeah. But it was originally called Liberty Park because we're near Liberty Plaza, so they renamed it Liberty Park. I do think it might have been part of a development of the World Trade Area, so I would guess the 80s. That's my guess. But you might know of Zuccotti Park because of Occupy Wall Street, September 2011 to November 2011, a protest movement against economic inequality. So that was why this was, or that's why a lot of folks know this area. Now, it's called Zuccotti Park because of a gentleman named John Zuccotti, who's the chairman of Brookfield Properties. If you went with us on our construction tour when we showed off all the can sculptures, that's at Brookfield Place, thus Brookfield Properties. And that's why I'm guessing the development of the World Trade Area, because Brookfield had a lot to do with that development. Oh, Sandy says, you know what, Sandy? I bet there is one in San Antonio. Mark Severo has them everywhere.
They're all over.
Yeah. You might have noticed a small little Christmas market next to us. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's not a very good one. It's like things you could buy on Amazon, so we're not showing off this market.
Yeah, they don't have any like Christmas items or special items.
Yeah, it's like cell phone chargers and cases. And so this is known as Rose Number 3. This is a permanent piece of public art here in this garden. It's by German artist Isa Ginsken. 26 feet tall or 8 meters. Beautiful against the dark sky this evening. My goodness. Those of you that are with us quite a bit, you've only ever seen it against a blue sky or a gray sky if it's a rainy day, but to see it against the black sky is so gorgeous. Yeah. And we'll go around too so you can see the lights behind it too. But this is by, again, by Isa Ginsken. She calls New York City a city of incredible stability and solidity, and this rose is an homage to this city that she loves. She says it's a strong statement for unity and equality that every passerby in this city of millions can enjoy. And again, it is known as Rose Number 3. There are 2 others. Rose Number 1 is on display in Tokyo. Rose Number 2 is also here in New York City up at MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art. It does, Lorraine. It looks so real, doesn't it? It's truly, it's got thorns on the stem as well. It's just beautiful. we're going to cross Liberty. So here's the plan, everybody. Stay with us. We're going to cross Liberty. We're going to check out just a little wall mural over here because we love showing off some street art whenever we can. And this is not on our normal tour. So we get an opportunity to show something a little bit different, our normal downtown tour.
3 roses.
Oh, yeah,
There are
3.
3 roses, Jordan.
Yep, 3 total. Unless she's done a 4th that we don't know about. Maybe she's added one somewhere. And then we're going to go inside the Oculus where they have a little tiny holiday market, but it's beautifully decorated and quite fun to see. So where we're headed right now is to see this big wall mural known as Taking Stock. It's by Johanna Herr, and the piece explores the interconnectedness of national identities and histories through global currency, which is quite appropriate being right down here in the financial district. It is made of vinyl, so it's added onto the wall that's already there, and it's kind of got this pattern motif sourced from United States currencies. So if you take a close look, you're going to recognize things that you might notice from your bills in your wallet. I wouldn't. I got no bills in my wallet right now. But it also has data charts straight from the U.S. stock markets that she used, and also images related to the Dutch East India Trading Company, which was the first publicly traded company. Again, you can see at the bottom Brookfield Properties. So Brookfield Properties developed a lot down here for the World Trade Center time. That's why I'm guessing Zuccotti Park must have come around when the original World Trade Center was going up. The other idea for this is to visualize the stock market's legacy in new ways and consider how it impacts all of our lives. And it goes all along the wall there. You see a little Zuccotti Park in the distance again. And shall we head over to
Yeah, let's do it.
the Oculus? So before we go into the Oculus, we'll give you a great view of the Oculus from outside. And you'll see a great shot of the One World Trade Center. We'll probably do another long shot as well, because there's a terrific shot of that. That's a perfect postcard moment, especially at night, since we, again, normally are down here during the day.
Yeah, for those of you who have done our Lower Manhattan 9/11 tour during the daytime, we showed the Oculus on that tour, but we've never gone inside. And on this tour, we're going to go inside because it's decorated so festively.
What?
For the
You didn't
holidays.
tell me.
Yes.
We're going inside?
Yes, you know we're going inside.
I'm not ready. I didn't do my hair. All right, so you're seeing the Oculus coming into view right now, which are these white, looks like kind of white beams. I always say it kind of looks like dinosaur bones.
Mike, you did. Yes, you saw Italy back there.
Oh, yeah.
We love Italy.
That's right, and a lot of you have been with us to Italy before down at Madison Square Park. This is their Lower Manhattan location. Good eye, which is also what Alex says. Good eye.
Good eye. Okay.
Good eye, mate.
All right.
Alex
okay.
in Melbourne. Okay, I'm done with the jokes. All right, so this is the Oculus coming into view right here. This was designed by Santiago Calatrava. So Calatrava designed this building to look like a bird flying from the hands of a child. The formal name of this building is the World Trade Center Transportation Hub. So you have to keep in mind we are directly across the street from the World Trade Center site, which makes the idea of this bird flying from the hands of a child even more special, that thought of this bird taking flight there. Now, Santiago Calatrava also did the Milwaukee Art Museum, the Turning Torso Tower in Sweden, Olympic Sports Complex of Athens. Ooh, we got the light. Yay. And we'll show you, do you want to do a long shot before we go in? Yeah, or no, or we're good. Oh no, we got a shot.
Yeah,
this is it. Good.
This is a cool
This is the shot.
here.
Yeah. I knew there was a good shot here. I just couldn't remember what it was. Now, where we're headed inside right now is a bit of a mall, but it's also mainly a transportation hub. So it's where the PATH train goes, which is essentially like the subway into New Jersey, and then it's also where some of our subway lines are as well.
Lorraine, we do go into Italy on our Madison Square Park tour, but we're not going into the one down here in Lower Manhattan today.
Now,
But join us when we, if you follow us, you'll see when we add our Madison Square Park tour next.
give us a second while we get our mask on and make it through this door, which is quite heavy. Give us 2 seconds. All right. You good? They're weirdly heavy doors here. Okay, welcome inside to... There we go. Welcome inside to the Oculus now. So again, it's a little bit of a mall, but the main reason it's a mall is so that you can get some last-minute shopping done while you're commuting. So we have subways that go below us, in fact, directly below us, as well as the PATH train. And the PATH train is essentially the commuter train that goes to New Jersey, basically. And again, this was designed by Santiago Calatrava. I loved the beams. And it brings in such beautiful light during the day, but also they're lit so beautifully at night as well.
Sorry, I missed that question.
Oh, yeah.
Queen Ariel, yes, I scrolled back because I saw other folks answering. The tour is scheduled for 40 minutes, but I will say this is a new tour. So when we put up a new tour, we're always kind of guessing at how long it's going to take. We did do a couple of test runs, so we think it's going to be about 40 minutes, but we might potentially go over.
Yeah, one never knows.
That's right.
So you'll see there's a little bit of holiday magic below us. We're going to go down there and walk in and around it before we exit this area. But this is, so you see all the folks, most of the folks you're seeing right now, honestly, are primarily New Yorkers commuting to or from work. But we're going to head down. We're going to show off a little bit of, believe it or not, some subway art before we go all the way down. You want to do stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have done a couple of subway art tours in the past that some of you have probably been on. And so I will briefly tell you that many of our subway stations have subway art in them. I think we have to go down one more.
Oh, yeah. I think that way, right?
Yep. And so this one has a nice little easy access where we can show off one of the tile reliefs that is inside. And I just love that they have the art as you make your way through the subway, so that as you're commuting, you have art around you. I mean, come on, that's fantastic. So you can see a little bit of the market. We're going to make our way down one more level.
Yeah. All right.
And then we'll pop in to see the subway art. And then, you want to do the stairs again, or you want to do the escalator? Okay, we're going to do the stairs. Then we can go around.
We can
go around, folks. Yeah, exactly. So this entrance right here, again, as we mentioned, the Oculus is primarily a transportation hub. So you can see smack dab in the middle of your screen indicates the train lines that come here. Quite a few subway lines pass through here. A, C, 2, 3, J, Z, 4, 5, RW. See the JZ? That is where the artist, the rapper known as Jay-Z, got his name from. Jay-Z, right there. So we're going to come over here to the side, and you're going to see a little bit of subway art by Margie Hutto. It's known as Trade, Treasure, and Travel. And it was established in 1997, although she added some pieces again in 2011. Now, it's handmade ceramic relief tile. Now, we're actually not going to enter the subway, so Patrick is doing some fancy camera work and getting our camera through the security bars of the subway to show it off a little bit here, there. So again, handmade ceramic relief tile. And what Margie said was, I thought about all the different peoples and products and objects and monies that passed through this area, and I envisioned a treasure vault filled with coins, gems, and artifacts, rich, golden, glowing, and somewhat mysterious. So the interpretation of that is what you're seeing here, this complex kind of panorama of actually 12 different interconnected ceramic tile reliefs all throughout this station. So we're only going to show off 2 of them. This one is quite a long one that you're seeing right here that's about, I would say, about 25 feet long that we're seeing beautifully
really cool.
up here.
Stay here.
You want to just stay and turn? Yeah. So we're just going to stay in the exact same spot and turn our camera and then zoom a little bit to see this one, another one over here. And they're decorated with this, all sorts of objects symbolizing centuries of worldwide exploration and trade on the sea and land. And you can see even in that one, those boats right there to indicate the trade on sea. Even in the wheel there, those are orange boats inside the wheel. Linda, welcome. We're showing off a little bit of subway art as we make our way on this holiday tour, and we're getting ready to go in and around the holiday market inside the Oculus. And the Oculus is the World Trade Center transportation hub.
I'm just going to squeeze you all back through the bars. Oh boy.
You got it.
Right, you all did it. Okay.
We did it. All right, let's go check out the holiday market down here. Now, as is often the case these days, they try to put up Instagrammable moments for everybody, and this one is certainly filled with it. I tend to find this holiday market, it is quite small, but it tends to be more about the Instagrammable moments than it is about the shopping. But for our purposes tonight, I'm okay with that because, I mean, we want to enjoy holiday lights and pictures, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's why you're here. You all are here, and that's why we're here too. So let's do it.
Just so you know, Queen Ariel, we probably are going to go over our 40 minutes, but I completely understand. Go and enjoy your birthday. Happy birthday to you and Rachel. And but we will be going over, but so just so you're not stressed about it.
So this is the holiday market right here. It's about 20 specialty shops, a little limited edition gifts and snacks and souvenirs. Most of them are broken down into gifts. We've got gifts for home, gifts under $25, gifts for them, gifts for kids, wellness gifts, and pantry gifts. Now, the Oculus proper, the entire sort of mall that we're in that's around us, is quite large. It has about 80 different shops with major retailers, including the Apple Store or Eataly, as we saw earlier. So Eataly, as we were talking about earlier, is connected to this building. So it's really quite large what's all through here. Sephora is here, H&M, many, many other stores that you'll see all along here. But it's really quite, I just love it. It's so festive. And some of the other holiday markets in the city might be more geared towards the actual shopping aspect. This kind of gives you a little bit of both, a little bit of shopping and a little bit of pictures. Do you think we could turn left and just show off one of the carts? So the other difference is the holiday markets in the rest of the city are stalls, and these are like little camper vans, which I love, like little tiny trailers. This one's called Gifts for Them. So like I said, each one has a different theme. Gifts for them, gifts for home, pantry gifts. What's that one? That one's wellness gifts. And it's these little tiny camper vans, which I think is really cool. And then they have a sales register in the middle, so there's not somebody inside each booth. So we're going to make our way through a little bit of the Winter Village here in the middle of the Oculus. And as we make our way through the pretty sights, I'll just chat a little bit more about the Oculus itself. So the name actually comes from the strip of windows or the skylights that you saw on the roof when we walked in, and you'll see more of as we make our way along as well. Oculus is the Latin word for eye, which in architecture refers to a round or eye-like opening with a view of the sky. I love this clock tower they built right here in the middle. So this isn't normally here. This is part of the holiday decorations. And yes, Louise, the dancing reindeer you can see projected there in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear the music as well, but they're playing some just classic holiday music throughout as well, which is really quite fun.
Cheers to you, Mo.
Aw, thanks, Mo. You can hear a bit. Okay, good, Jordan. Yeah, I mean, it's not loud enough for me to be quiet and let you enjoy the piped-in music, but also just faint enough that you might still hear it. So, but I'll just keep chatting some more about the Oculus itself. Yeah, oh, good, you can hear a little bit. So the angles of these windows actually are placed in a very particular way so that every year on the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, sun shines directly through the skylights and illuminates the main hall at 10:28 a.m., the time of the collapse of the second tower. So it's known as the Way of Light. And Calatrava also positioned the building slightly tilted from the street grid, which you might have noticed while we were outside before we came inside. And I did that in order to achieve the effect as well, to achieve that effect, as well as giving the One World Trade view through the very middle skylight, which is sort of tricky to see here at night, but just wanted to kind of mention that. It's kind of cool. We're going to head over here to this sort of chrome snowman right here. Just so terrific. Again, these beautiful Instagrammable moments, but we're not mad at it. They're fun shots for us as well. So he is about, how tall, Patrick? 10 feet tall, do you think?
Yeah, 10, 12 feet.
You might catch a glimpse of your dashing guides in the base of the snowman. Hello.
Oh, this is a skinny mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, perfect. We're going to stay here for the rest of the tour.
And as we pan up, you'll see the top of the snowman with the Oculus all above us as well.
We're not going to stay here for the rest of the tour, but I am going to go sideways.
Louise, thank you. Louise says, eat more cake. I couldn't agree more. We should.
Well, thank you, Louise. That's what we're going to do from the rest of the night.
Look how perfectly framed this snowman is. I just love it.
All right.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, you
Go
want to
up
go
that side
outside? Yeah.
section,
So we're going to go up the side, and then we're going to show you out the mezzanine as we make our way over. There's not a staircase at the far end where we wish to exit, so we have to kind of go up to the side and then exit a little bit of a different way. So bear with us. You'll get a little bit of a mall shot as we make our way through and up to that exit as well.
Yeah, it's cool, Queen Ariel. We do show this on our 9/11 Lower Manhattan tour, but it's nice to come into the Oculus, which we don't normally do. So the inside is so cool, and there's all these shops, and especially right now at Christmas, it's thanks. It's decorated so nicely for the holidays, which is lovely.
And again, for those who might have tuned in later, this is indeed a transportation hub. So the primary reason for this building is for commuters. But you know how it is. You're on your way home and you realize, oh my goodness, I forgot it's, so-and-so's birthday and I need a gift. Well, conveniently, here's Cole Haan, and you can get yourself a lovely pair of very expensive, but lovely shoes. So now we're up kind of on the mezzanine level, and you'll get to see a little bit of the view of the market from above. It's just beautiful. Oh, thanks, Penelope Linda, who's one of our viewers on tonight, made them. And you can see the snowman projections on the floor from up here, too, which you probably didn't notice from down below, but it's just so festive. Jane says, above your head, something above your head.
Above our head.
Not sure what you mean, Jane. We might have missed an earlier thing.
Maybe we missed it, yeah.
I agree, Eva. It's so unique. Eva says it's such a beautiful building. I agree. It's so unique. There's almost nothing else like it in architecture, especially in New York City.
Take care, Queen Ariel. Have a happy birthday.
Thanks for tuning in. Here's some giant spaghetti right there. So that's to promote Italy, a big giant can of tomatoes and a giant jar of spaghetti.
There you go, Mike. There's your connection. He has a connection to Italy. He must.
Oh, fun. Yay. Thanks. I just said thanks, Valerie, like I'm responsible for making this gorgeous. I'm not responsible for any of this, other than Patrick and I just know where to show it off, but we can't take any credit for what it looks like. So now, sadly, we might get an escalator here. I can't remember. I think we will get an escalator here. We won't have to climb as much because that's just the lazy side of me talking right now. So here's another train entrance over here, and then below us, one floor below us would be the train entrance for the PATH train, which goes to New Jersey. It's sort of like the subway to New Jersey. So what we're going to do is go up one more level, show you another shot from the other end of the Oculus, and then we're going to head outside. We have, I think, 2 more stops to show you on tonight's tour, and then we'll wrap it up in a beautiful little park that's we're about 5 minutes away from ending, maybe 10 if we get chatty.
Yeah.
So if you have to run, we're definitely going over. We do not blame you. Take off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, hang out with us.
Yeah, hang out. If you have another tour that you've already scheduled to go on, don't, by all means, don't be late. But when we put up a new tour, we sort of, we guess approximately how long it is and how much time we need.
Oh, sorry.
Got
just
somebody's
got her picture.
And so you might go a smidge over.
All right, so we're going to exit right here. And when we're exiting, we're right across the street from the 9/11 memorial site. Now, we're not going to go into too much detail about that because it is our holiday fun tour, and we save that more serious topic for our daytime tour. This lit-up building you're seeing right here, this giant cube, by the way, is a brand new performing arts center that hasn't opened yet. It's going to open next spring, known as the Perlman Performing Arts Center, or PPAC. And it's going to have quite a few performance spaces in it. And we're very excited to see what that has in store. Of course, we're performers ourselves, so we're excited to see what they're going to do with that. It was designed, by the way, I should say, because a lot of you have already tuned in on our Rockefeller Center tour of the holiday lights. It was designed by the same guy who did the Swarovski star on the tree. Daniel Liebken did this building as well. So he does buildings and Swarovski stars.
Wow, yeah.
Michelle, I honestly don't know. Patrick, I'll hold the camera. You go tap on the material to find out what it is.
Do a tour of the inside. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're all windows that are covered. That's my guess, what we're seeing. Yes, Franz, exactly, Justin. So as we make our way along these murals here, these buildings that you're seeing with these murals on it, they're actually they house some of the World Trade Center cooling and operating equipment. So there was a partnership between the Port Authority, the New York Port Authority, which runs a lot of the transportation in the area. Oh, Tina, that's called the Perlman Performing Arts Center. It's probably not showing up on the map because it doesn't open until next spring, which is why we can't tell you too much about it yet because it's not even finished. They're still building it. In fact, we haven't even seen it fully lit up yet.
Yeah.
When we've been down here at night, it's only been partially lit. That's the most we've seen it lit so far. So these murals actually were brought on here on purpose by the developers of the site. That Brookfield Properties that we were talking about earlier, they're part of that. The Silverstein Properties as well, who sort of help run things in this area. They wanted to bring something bright to this World Trade Center area after we, of course, had those terrible attacks. So they invited 5 different artists to come to these buildings, which again, these house the sort of like the cooling and operating equipment for the World Trade Center. And they hired 5 graffiti artists to come here and to sort of spruce up the area, to liven up these drab buildings that were here prior. Those artists, by the way, their names are Todd Gray, Hektad Bugirez, Sticky Monger, and a husband and wife duo known as Shina Maria and Sebastian Mitra. And they're really special and terrific, and they really are joyful. I love that. No, Lisa, not named after Itzhak Perlman. It's named after a businessman, Ronald Perlman is his name. Ronald Perlman. I think he was a real estate developer. I think he's still alive, actually. I think he is a real estate developer, I should say.
Not the actor Ron Perlman.
Not the actor Ron Perlman, exactly. It's actually spelled different. I think it's Perelman. I should have said that as well. It's like, it might be Perelman, honestly. It might be how it's... I'm going to keep my mask on because it's keeping my face warm. So apologies. I hope I don't sound muffled because it's keeping my face nice and toasty warm. So we're gonna walk away from the. Oh, should we show one final shot of the Oculus before we leave?
Yeah, let's do it. I think we might need to get a little farther away.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Okay. So before we leave the Oculus area, we just want to show you one more great shot. A shot we don't get to see again during the day, but it's lit up so beautifully. Again, those are all windows you're seeing on the side, and then the legs of it, or the bones of it, are lit up with those LED lights, which is just quite beautiful.
Yeah, really cool.
Santiago Calatrava, again, is the designer of that. Penelope asked, will we be doing a tour of the opening of the new building? The short answer is probably not, honestly, because we don't know anybody there, but we'll keep an eye out on it, and look, if anybody's got any connections to the Perlman building, send them our way.
The truth is, Penelope, we try to stick to public spaces. If we know someone that can let us in somewhere, then we'll try to sneak in here and there. But we stick to public spaces just because just imagine hearing if you're paid to get into somewhere and you hear 2 knuckleheads like us yammering away.
All right. So the next thing we want to show off actually is the Ground Zero Cross. So after that fateful 9/11 memorial, you all might remember out of the rubble there was a cross formed by the steel girders, and they moved it here to the side of this church, the old St. Peter's Church, on October 15th, 2006, and it was here for about 5 years before it was moved to the museum across the street. And at that time, Cardinal Egan chose sculptor John Krozik to craft this new cross to fill the hollow void. And the cross was constructed in California. Oh man, the cars are coming. We got it. So he hired that artist to construct this new cross. And it was constructed in California, and it was built hollow. And so as it came across the United States, folks could put in their notes of encouragement, their symbols of loss inside that cross. And then it was sealed up with a piece of metal from the fallen World Trade Center. Now, the idea is that as it rains, rust will drip down from that piece of metal that's on the top where it was sealed. It will rust and drip down, and then the cross will sort of look like a bleeding heart, essentially. There's also at the base of it, which is sort of hard to see here at night, but there's a metal book with the 35 pages, and a list of all the 9/11 victims are in that metal book. And the reason it's metal is so that people can come and do rubbings. Oh, it's gone.
It's not there right now.
But the book is normally right there. All right, so we're going to go around to the facade of the old St. Peter's Church. We're going to show you the St. Peter's Church, and then we're going to make our way to a little beautiful plaza where we'll end our evening's tour. Now, St. Peter's Church was actually the worship site. It is the worship site for New York's oldest Roman Catholic parish, organized in 1785. The first church that was built here remained until 1836. Now, weirdly, our signal, if we go to the top of the stairs, gets bad. It's the strangest thing. We tested it with both of our phones.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Penelope. Did you say rubbing or robbing? Because it's gone.
Funny, Penelope, very funny.
Well done. Well played.
Now, this present church was completed in 1838. It is in the Greek Revival style by Isaiah Rogers. You want to go for it? You want to see? We're going to try, and hopefully our signal will hold as we go to the nativity.
Right now.
This is a criminal nativity. It's behind bars.
No, they look like they're in jail.
Yeah.
Just because it's behind the gate.
We'll also show the church, by the way, when we cross the street, because we're going to end across the street.
You can see the signal dipping a little bit.
Oh, yeah, we're going to back up. It's the weirdest thing. For some reason, as we climb those stairs, the signal dips.
I think it's something about our character.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's cross over and get a good shot.
Maybe here.
Yeah.
We're going to cross over to the Four Seasons, where we normally roll, because that's how we are.
That is not true.
That's completely not true. We've never even been inside this building. They won't even let us in. But we're just going to cross over and then look back to show you St. Peter's from afar. Look at their beautiful flowers out front.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we got it.
All right, we got it.
Make sure.
Not for bikers.
Okay, no bikers. We're good. Thank you, Uber. Okay, we're good. So we'll cross over and turn around, and then you'll get a shot of this old St. Peter's Church.
I just want to get those.
Oh, yeah.
So beautiful. You're fine.
I'm just ducking.
Okay.
Here we go. This is in the Greek Revival style. It's by Isaiah Rogers, completed in 1838. And the site of where this is the worship site for New York's oldest Roman Catholic parish, which was originally here in 1785. I don't think they're real. Somebody's asking if they're real. I don't think they're real, mainly because they're the same flowers that were here when we came and tested a couple of weeks ago. So I'm pretty sure they're fake. Now we're headed into a little public plaza, and for those of you that have been on our tours before, we sometimes talk about the POPs plazas, which are the privately owned public spaces. So this plaza we're headed into was actually put up by the Four Seasons we're seeing right here, which also has permanent residences in it. And they put in these plazas or public spaces in order to get benefits as they're building their building. So maybe they get to put on a few extra floors, or maybe they get to go a little wider than their original plans. Now, smack dab in the middle of this, you're going to see something that almost looks like a Chihuly sculpture, if you know Dale Chihuly, the artist. But this is actually by Martin Blank. It's roughly about 11 feet tall, or about 3.3 meters. Now, in good weather, or non-winter, I should say, it's a fountain. So you have to picture water trickling down this as well. But I think it's just as stunning when they put these holiday lights behind it, a beautiful snowscape all around it. Now, he purposely wanted these flowing, and there's another one at the other end, by the way, too, but he wanted these flowing sculptures to contrast the neoclassical buildings all in this area, something flowing and graceful. And by the way, it's glass, but he's got a shatterproof coating on it. Agreed, Nicola, it is like a fairy tale. It's better from this angle, by the way, I should say that. We're seeing the front side of the lights, so this is the perfect shot. So we're going to walk our way through and wrap up our tour in this little area. And I will tell you that tomorrow we're going to the Union Square Market again. Some of you might have joined us before. If you missed it, we're doing that tomorrow at 1 p.m. New York time. Also, if you've not tuned in with us yet to see the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, we're doing that again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And is that it? That's it for a couple of days.
Yeah, because then we'll be visiting some family. Aaron's dad's coming to town, and we're going to visit. We're going to meet up with him in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
And spend a couple of days with him. How did
my film bit go?
Oh,
it was really good.
For those of you who may not know this, Aaron and I both work in theater. And Aaron just recently shot a scene in a movie, a feature film, which is really exciting, and it went really well. I don't think you
Yeah.
can say much about it yet.
Other than I'm probably going to be nominated for an Oscar.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
No, but
I guess anything is possible. Yes.
the minute I know about the details of it coming out, I will let you all know. I will tell you I played a snobby restaurant critic. I think that's about all I can say.
Yes.
But anyway, I know Michelle's so secret.
I mean, I believe you could get nominated for an Oscar. I'm not sure it will be for this film.
This role.
This role in this
Yeah,
film.
in this film. Yeah,
I should
exactly.
clarify.
Yeah. So those are our next 2 tours, and then, like Patrick said, the weekend we won't have any up because my dad's coming to town, so we're going to get some quality time in with him. Although he will be with us on Monday when we go to Bryant Park because he wants to go to the Bryant Park Holiday Market. So we're doing our holiday market tour at Bryant Park on Monday. So you might catch a glimpse of my dad and his wife during that tour if we can find them during the market. They'll be shopping while we're taking you all around. That's on Monday, the Bryant Park Market. I don't have anything else to say.
Thank you all for joining us. We're sorry we went a smidge over, more than a smidge over. We misjudged this time. You know, it's so weird. We put up a new tour, and we do test it more than once, actually. And, you know, as we're strolling the tour, we're like, okay, that took us about X amount of minutes. So we try to guess how long the tour is, and we underestimated the length of this tour. So thank you for sticking around with us. We appreciate you coming back to our tours. We love doing these tours. Join Julianne. I saw Ginny. I saw that you're on. Join Ginny and Adam, of course, when he does his tours. There's so many fantastic places to go on this Heygo platform. It's really extraordinary. And, you know, at a time of the year when regardless of how you celebrate, everyone seems to be in a cheerful, giving mood at this time of the year. And, you know, the world is just so crazy pants right now. I'll use that technical term. You know, we all can't seem to get on the same page on many days. And this platform is so miraculous because here we all are, all of us on this tour, looking at things from the same perspective and enjoying it and happy. And I just love that. I love that Heygo is able to do that. We have found something in this world that we're all here together enjoying, and I just love it so much. So thank you, Heygo. Thank you, all of you. And we love doing these tours. And we go on all tours all the time. We check out other tour guides' tours because we just love it. So.
And thank you, Shamika, who's on our first tour with us.
Shamika!
I'm sure there are some others, but Shamika, if you want to follow, you can go ahead and click that follow button to find out when we do our other tours. And likewise, anybody else, if you're not following us, please feel free to click that follow button to find out when we're posting our tours. We're also putting into the chat our Instagram and our Facebook, and is our email in there too? I think our email's in there. Our email's in there too, in case you need to get in touch with us for any reason.
But following us, like Aaron said, is the best way to. If you follow us on the Heygo platform, you'll find out whenever we put up a new tour, whenever we repeat a tour, you'll find out. You won't find out everything about us, but you'll find out a lot about Heygo with us. So thank you.
And thank you, Kathy. And thank you, Adam.
Oh,
Thanks,
Adam,
Claire.
put that. That's our right there. Adam put the link to our Heygo channel page. I couldn't come up with it, but there it is. Thank you. We're going to leave you with this beautiful shot.
This little plaza right down here where they decorate so beautifully in this area.
Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Take care.